today we're here to do a review on our website for our project. Our task we have decided to go behind would be a review on the Custart webpage. We chose this because there are lots of users, colleagues, and our personal friends who interact with this website, and we want to see if this website is up to the standard issued by the Web Usability Standard Organization, or the ISO Standard Organization. We want to see how well it keeps with the standard, and we are also going to be comparing it to other universities in Trinidad and Tobago websites to see if they are also keeping with the standard and who is keeping better with the standard. So without further ado, let us begin. We'll start by opening Mozilla Firefox and running a simple Google search for the Custart website. And here we are. Results showed up quickly. And let's see how quick the site loads up. Taking a little while to load here. Now that the site is fully loaded, we should pay close attention to something that was stated by Robert B. Miller. He presented a paper at the Fall Joint Computer Conference in 1968, which has some standards in which should be the length of time in which anything responds. 1/10 of a second, 0.1 seconds, is a limit where the user feels the system is responding instantaneously. That's a standard one day we would love to see this page or all web pages respond at. We see a beautifully themed colored web page. We see the use of a light tone blue, also a nice matching white with it. The colors work well together and it's very easy on the eyes. Also, like my colleague pointed out, K. Edmund, there's a flash player running to the top. So the page isn't a plain boring page. There's some form of entertainment available to keep your eyes on it. We see that there are links to the top of the page. These links look like they hold more links, which could carry a student, teacher, lecturer, to any point that they would feel necessary to be at. There's a Flickr album to the bottom of this, which shows past graduation students. I think this is a very good motivator to current students to know that, well, as long as we do our projects, we complete our courses, this is our motivator. We are going to graduate and one day hold our degree in our hand. And putting this here motivates me myself as well as Janet Besson and K. Edmund to continue our projects and go further in Custart. The lower we scroll along, we're seeing a white background and black writing. This is also a web usability standard where they don't use lines, and you can see why. It's easier on the eyes. The white background separates the writing for you so you can clearly see how legible something is. Let's move on to page design. The design carries a straightforward design where the links to the carry drop-down menus to assist the users in finding whatever it feels necessary. These drop-down pages are coordinated to each head tab. In better words, in fact, if you was to browse about Custart, you would see division on admission, anything that related to the institution Custart. You browse admissions, you would see anything related to admissions. You browse academics, and so on and so forth. Also, there's a search bar with the option of searching for whatever you may think or would like to see on this page, and hoping that it is there. A simple search could eliminate your suspicion or your quest, satisfy your quest for whatever we require. Also, there are some important tabs to the bottom of this page. The portal, the service login, which houses banner, and our e-classroom where all Custard students live, me included, as well as my colleagues K. Edmund and Janet Besson. This provides access to our notes, anything that would be related to our class. Self-service login will house anything related to banner, where we can see our grades. Also, we can register for school and see everything needed for school. Our web portal also houses, well, it's basically a combination of everything and accessing everything. So let's open up all three in 3 separate tabs. User login. I won't open this and access it. The classroom, which houses all of our information about our classes like stated previously. And then a campus secure login. This is basically the rough sketch, the overtone of the Custard webpage. It, in my opinion, provides everything a student would need, a returning student would need, lecturers would need also. And also, it kind of gives you you don't mind using this page for a couple of years in your degree. It is workable. This concludes Custard's webpage review. Now that we have completed our evaluation of the Custard's webpage, let us move on to another university in Trinidad and Tobago. This university is the University of Trinidad and Tobago, also known as UTT. Now, straight off the bat, this is its homepage after running a search, and this is what you see. Alright? The first thing that comes to mind when you see this is a beautiful homepage. The Flash player that's being used is literally, it is being used. It makes me proud to know that I've made this. It's really impressive. Moving on to the top tabs here. It seems as though that these are actual tabs. And unlike, let's compare with Custard's tab, that's just, well, just plain. These tabs actually are coming to life. So let's click on Marine and see what they have to offer at Marine. Well, while this loads, we shall continue our evaluation because I actually like being here. We scroll along a bit and you will see that they have implemented the standards of a white background, so all their content is clear, crisp and visible. This is without a doubt the best web page for a university, internationally, locally, that I have witnessed. It really stands out. So, to the top, UTT. Let's make this page a little bigger. There we go. So, they show marine studies, some of their equipment available. They have a nice colorful background and their tabs are still here. When you open Custard Zone to their tabs, let's go to apply to Custard. While this loads, we humbly wait. Let's continue with this part. Like I said, you would see their tabs still intact to the top. Alright. Custard Zone remains the same, of course. Their tabs are still in place. However, UTT webpage, simply put, you see where all the same standards, you can see that all the standards are in place here. No point in going in depth, it's there. Right? So this school shows here something that Custard really not thinking on the level of. They have social media, the option for social media to the top. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, I see this looks like it's Android on their RSS feeds. This is impressive to me because you're a student. Student, you could mean you're young. Average amount of students are young students, and they are going to be using social media to connect, whether with friends or whatever the case. Everyone is on some form of social media. A school should have access to a social media. Point. Okay. Now we're going to stop here on UTT, and we're going to throw another school into the mix. Let us see Trinidad and Tobago's premier institution. I mean, this is the institution where, well, let's close these here. Okay. Let's see Custard. Custard still has a beautiful flash player. Their use of colors are outstanding. The tone of blue that they have used, it kind of borders on purple at some points, if it is not purple. But it is literally a sight. You have no problem staring at it. We go to UTT. Okay. UTT also is a sight. And there's a transparency here to the size of the back for when it is enlarged. And as you can see, yeah, small on the page, the transparency goes, which is impressive. Now, let's go to Trinidad and Tobago's premier, well, as stated by most of my lecturers, that the University of the West Indies, or UWI, is a school of great opportunities and holds the best talents and stuff like that. Let's see what their webpage looks like. Alright. This is the University of the West Indies webpage. I think this is a flash player. I'm assuming it's a flash player and not a slideshow running. We're going to call it a flash player. This is the University of the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago. There's a site map, contacts, staff directory, calendar, a webmail, and there's my UWI. I'm not a UWI student, so that's not my UWI. Information for prospective students. Okay, so we find the point where we're going to get the information we want. Okay, for the students, right, so this is, well, I may have to take back something. There's a straight to the point kind of aura to this page. A student will come, they look for information, he has access to the information. A straight to the point page. I think I may have to take this back. This is a no nonsense page. This is a straight to the point. No beat around the bush. This is a straight shooter, so to speak. And I think this may be the best done webpage out of all of them. There's no point in exploring this page because all the information is on the first page. This is impressive. You want to find out, for example, about the school? Here's information. Programs, here's the information. Research, there's the information. Let's check a link and see. Research at UWI, and their pages load astoundingly fast. Let's try another one. Wow, those are quick loading pages. It seems as though I may have to take back my gloat because this page in specific stands out of all. The standards expressed in earlier about the review, they maintain the white background for ease of information. They use a yellow background here, but this yellow background still highlights as though it's a white background. Could be the soft tone of white and could be the bright tone of black, if that makes much sense. This is an impressively done web page. Alright. Well, there you have it. Let's discuss that. The University of Trinidad and Tobago. The University of the West Indies. These are the three universities, the three main universities of Trinidad and Tobago not excluding any of the other universities. My name is Rashid Mitchell. This project was done with Key Edmund and Jeanette Besson.